Hi Libra. Thank you so much for joining me for your late but loving January 2018 reading. In honor of the new year, Libra, we're going to do something a little different this month. I'll be doing 2 readings as usual, but your second reading is going to be a look at the year ahead as a whole. So we're going to look at the effects of the past, where you are in the present, what you're heading toward, and most excitingly for me, a card looking at the step that you can take, the most positive action that you can take this year to move in the best, most positive direction, to move toward your highest good, which is always my prayer. But first, Libra, let's zoom in on January. January for Libra. Couple of 9s right up front. Interesting. Okay, and don't worry, Libra, I'll pen you down in just a second so you can see what I'm seeing. Libra, January 2018, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. What do we need to know this month, Spirit, for highest good? Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Wow, Libra, good wow, Libra. Oof, that's 3 out of 4 9s. Okay, still going, Libra. Let's see. Libra for January 2018. What do they need to know, Spirit? Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. What do they need to know? What's coming up in January 2018? January 2018. Wow. What do they need to know, Spirit? Libra. January 2018. Libra. One more, please, Spirit, for Libra. January 2018. All right. Okay, Libra. This is good. Yeah, some of you are making a really brilliant decision. I use the word brilliant because you have the Sun here and you have the Queen of Wands. It feels enlivening. It feels revitalizing. It feels like walking away from, some of you, it's been a little while that you've been feeling in stagnation and a little bit of a rut. And for some of you, a little bit resting on your laurels. A little bit of like, okay, but I already did this much, so maybe if I just lay back, things will, kind of take care of themselves. And it feels like, nope, like, and I mean that in the best way. It feels like there's action to be taken. There's doors being thrown open for you. I should pen you down and show you your cards, huh? So we can talk about it. Okay, come on, Libra. Here come all the face and all the stripes. Let's look at your cards. All right. All right. Okay, Libra. You have a lot of power this month. When I see you walking away from something, sometimes I see that as, something that is full of grief. And it's not that I'm saying there won't be grief or there won't be a little bit of sadness, that you have to walk away and leave some certain things behind, but it feels empowering. It feels like, all right, you know what, like, cut the cord. And when I say cut the cord, and this is so funny, but this is what Spirit was coming through with, is like, look, you only have an umbilical cord for a literal baby, for an infant that can't do anything for itself. And for some of you, Libra, you've been like, you need to cut the cord with a fully grown adult human who needs to go out and figure some things out for themselves. Like, it's time to take care of you for a bit. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is a wonderful card for having enough, for having more than enough, and being justifiably proud for what you've cultivated, for what you've created, the amount of money, the business contacts, the production. These are all the phrases they're giving me. Of course, Libra, these are general readings, so trust your own intuition about what this means in your life. Spirit is also giving me the fact that, this is also known as the happy and single card. So some of you may be kicking off January with, Spirit saying, clean slate. The Fool. You know what? Like, I worked and I worked so hard and I've come through so much. And you know what, Libra? Victory is in sight. This is a card of like, yeah, you might feel a little tired, a little bruised, a little bandaged up. But man, you're going to be throwing off your burdens a little bit when you make this choice. You have time to think about it, Libra. You can take your time. You know, like I said, you've been working hard, and this month in January, you might be feeling like, man, I need some recovery. In fact, Spirit is saying some of you, you may be in literal recovery, like you get very sick or you have like a bit of an injury and then you have to spend some time, you know, just quote unquote like convalescing, like relaxing, letting your body and your mind kind of find this new equilibrium and rebuild themselves. It's time for a little bit of joy this month. A little bit of, I mean, this is a huge theme here, okay, Libra? Some things you're leaving behind, and what you are keeping in your life, you need to enjoy. Like, so for some of you, you might be leaving behind a relationship, or you may have just left this behind like in December or November, and you're now barely beginning to kind of, you know, poke your head out of the crack in the door and look at the world like maybe I could go out there again. Get out there and have fun, Libra. Get with your friends. Share with the people that you love and whom you feel supported by. This is a wonderful card of like harmony and fun. And Spirit is saying some of you, it's like a big party. You might be celebrating something, or you might be joining friends to celebrate, you know, their marriage or their anniversary or their birthday. I'm feeling like this is a lot of fun, and it kind of reminds you. It reminds you who you are, the Queen. Queen of Wands. This is who Spirit wants you to invoke in yourself, Libra. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of charisma, wit, warmth, charm. She sounds a little like you, huh? Even though she's a fire sign, typically. You have that cardinal energy. That's, you know, you can be either mutable, fixed, or cardinal in the zodiac, and Libra happens to be cardinal. The risk taker, the leader, the initiator. The Queen of Wands, you know, she does it her own way. And she loves herself, and she loves everyone else. She's a leader, and she doesn't have to scream or command or cajole to get people to follow her. It's by virtue of her natural charm, her natural charisma, her natural gifts. People trust her. She has this integrity and this the Queen of Wands is a great community builder. So some of you may be doing something, you know, creating art or creating a business, something to where the kind of the spotlight is on you. And the Sun is here saying, hey, yes, Libra, the spotlight is on you. This is a month to show yourself and to be like, here I am, everybody, here's my thing, here's my idea, here's myself. The Sun is a wonderful card, and I especially like that it's kind of sitting here in between these two cards of busting out of that rut. Shedding a skin, seeing the world for what it really, like the potential that it really has, okay? And when I say that, we'll look at both. Spirit is talking about the fact that this person is a king. You know, he's got this little crown on, but he has still decided to live in his teeny tiny sandbox-sized little fortress. Like, despite all the beautiful, lush land around him with every element that he could need, water, earth, like, he feels too insecure to enjoy all that. So he needs the boundaries nice and close. You are feeling hemmed in, boxed in, Libra, and you're ready to break out. You're ready to break out. You're seeing things that you've been investing in that haven't been giving you value back or investing back in you. For some of you, this is people and relationships. For some of you, this is like business ventures or things that you've been investing in one way or another. Time, energy, love, attention. It's okay to walk away, because notice in the figure's hands is a lotus blossom. Something is growing out of that stagnation. What you're leaving behind, you know, these 8 static cups, these drops contained in these cups, you're exchanging for this whole beautiful flowing source of water. So again, for those of you who might be leaving behind a dead-end relationship or social situation, there's new waters out there for you, but you've got to commit to yourself. I feel like this has come through for you before, Libra. This is a continuing message that Spirit is saying you've got to commit to yourself. If some of you are dealing with, for example, codependency issues, go get the help. Go talk to people, go read articles, whatever it suits you, to go find out how to break away from this and how to focus on yourself again. how to really work on yourself, invest in yourself, be proud of yourself, and take the opportunities that are coming at you. This is something amazing, Libra. This is a new beginning, and it's financial. This is your business or your job, a raise, a promotion, an opportunity, but it requires your work and your focus. And if you're focused on, you know, fighting old battles and drinking from old cups, you won't really have all the room for this. And Spirit is saying, like, time is up. Couldn't get a clearer message than that. Gabriel blowing the horn, wall coming down. He's holding a little hourglass in his hand, one of your symbols, Libra. Now's the time. Are you ready to break free? Are you ready to say, okay, you know what? I went through all this, all these battles, and I may be bandaged and bruised, but I took the weapons of everything that I've come up against. All the lessons that I needed, none of the fights that I had were in vain, even if I did get hurt. I'm ready to take all that knowledge and walk out into the new world, clean slate, new opportunity. New opportunity. It just requires new waters, okay? You don't want to pour what's in these old cups onto your golden seedling. You know what happens if you pour like green, brown algae water on like a beautiful fresh seed is you kill it. So make sure that you're not sipping from old, stagnant cups trying to get refreshment. I feel like there's new waters out there for you, new people, new relationships. That's not to say, Libra, that you need to ditch all your old relationships, but you do need to ditch those that make you feel like this. Who makes you feel boxed in? Who makes you feel small? Who makes you feel insecure, like you don't have enough, or like you always have to be doing more, more, more? Libra. Now is the time to shed your burdens. Clear your mind. Like I said, you have 3 9s, and I was hoping so much that you wouldn't get that 4th 9, that 9 of Swords, and you didn't. So this says to me, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. You're closer than you think to the satisfaction that you want. 9, 9, 9. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands is what's next. Having it all. Not too much to ask, Libra, when you're the Queen of Wands. Not too much to ask when the Sun is here saying what you want is coming into your focus, is coming into your view. You know, the skies are clearing, the sun is coming up, the clouds are parting. It's time for you to come back to life, Libra. New life. New life, eh? Seed, beautiful flowers growing. Are you ready to blossom and grow in January? And Spirit is saying February. You know, so it may be like this is the month that you're nourishing your internal seed, your internal ideas and things that you want to get started, initiatives. And by February, you know, maybe you're going to have 3 10s lined up when you come back and see another reading with me. I would advise you, Libra, to go boldly forward, to meet new people, to do new things, to commit to the new things that you want to enhance and cultivate in your life. Because it looks to me like the good stuff that you've worked on in the past is going to be coming to fruition soon. And it's going to come to fruition sooner, the sooner that you leave behind the stuff that was making you feel boxed in and insecure and hungry. Hungry and thirsty for emotional fulfillment. There's new joy, new emotional fulfillment, new fun heading toward you. Clear your mind, Libra. This is so funny and this is mundane, but this is what Spirit is saying, is like this would also be a really good month to like declutter, to like go through your things and be like, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need that, and to like literally like donate things that you don't need anymore or throw them away or recycle them. Clear your head and clear your space, and when you do that, you're making room for the universe to say like, oh, okay, here's some stuff to fill up that vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum, right? So here are the things that you need. Since you courageously gave up the things that you didn't need, let us refill your hands. And that's an important lesson about this card, Libra. Don't be afraid to make the payments that you need to make. When you make the payments or give things away or act generously in whatever way, be sure to give gratitude for what you're paying for and to give gratitude for the fact that you even have that money to give. Even if it is a pain, even if you're saying like, oh my God, making this $100 payment is like, oh, I'm cringing or whatever. Try to think, you know, if this is for your electric bill, wow, you know, thank God for this electricity. Thank God for this running water. Thank God that I can just simply hand over some money. I don't have to go pump a well. I don't have to go like ride a bicycle to power the city. I live in a first world. Like, count your blessings, Libra, which is something that you're really great at. And allow yourself to focus on what is working and what's growing in your life. And that way you'll be more willing to walk away from the things that have grown stagnant. Because there is just so much beauty ahead of you. It just wants your attention and your love. The sun, right? Sun some shine on your seed. Okay. All right, Libra. Now that said, let's zoom out. Let's look at 2018 as a whole. And I'm going to mix these guys up really well to make sure they don't end up next to each other. That way, if you get a couple stalker cards, you'll know it's because Spirit is seriously like, hey, pay attention. Okay. Woo. We're leaping already. We'll see if she leaps back out. All right, Libra. 2018. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Spirit, what does Libra need to know for their highest good? Beautiful. Okay. All right. Libra, 2018, the full year, January to December. What is Libra learning this year? What do they need to know for their highest good about where they've been, what they've learned from where they've been, where they're heading, what the key to their success is, and what they can do, Spirit, to make the most of this year. What they can do to live their best life, to move their life forward in the happiest, most beneficial way in 2018. Just one more, please, Spirit, for Libra, 2018. Okay. Let's see, Libra. Okay. Libra, 2018, full year, the year ahead for Libra. Huh. Wow. Whew. Oh my God. Okay, so you guys saw that one flip out. Stalker cards are real, y'all. Oh my God, right when I say that. Stalker card. Wow. Okay, 2 stalker cards. Pretty good. It happens a lot, Libra. It happens more than you might guess. For a supposedly random assortment of 78 individual cards. Okay, so let me move right here, Libra, because I said we're pulling a card for the key to this whole reading. The key is to walk away from that stuff that's not working. So a lot of you, Spirit is telling me this is like a relationship, a person, an ex, okay? And if you know for sure that this is toxic and this has grown stagnant, walk away, Libra. And they just said, even as I said that, I love Spirit so much. They said, even if you're not sure, have that trust and that faith that if something is supposed to come back to you, that it will come back to you. And still walk away courageously to work on yourself and your life. Okay? That's a big one for a lot of you. And if you're happy in your relationship, remember, Libra, these are general readings. This could be like, hey, are you still in a dead-end job or a dead-end friendship that you've been pouring a ton of time and love and energy into that really hasn't worked out for you? Don't be afraid to walk away. And that message that they just gave me about if something is meant to come back to you, it's going to come back. For some of you, that is the case. Oh, this is a very saucy card in this deck. But normally this is the card with the 2 little kids exchanging flowers. This is about nostalgia, childhood, being open, being like sort of seeing the magical side of life again, which is very similar to the Fool. There's an adventure for you this year, Libra. I mean, I'm seeing literal travel. I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing new places, new things, new discoveries. You have ended a cycle, and you will end more cycles in 2018. I love this. This is sitting in your future. The Wheel of Fortune. This is like so much momentum and positive change and good luck. Like your luck is changing, Libra. If some of you have been feeling like this in 2017, Look at how 2018 is going, okay? And just what they said over here about trust and letting your intuition guide you, being calm, being cool, being collected. I mean, this even kind of mirrors, wow, I just realized, you know, you had 3 9s before, and in this little reading you have 3 6s. Very positive cards too, just like those 9s that you had. Whew, okay. So there's clarity coming in for you this year, Libra, and new information. That's what Spirit said. So a lot of you are learning, you know, either literally going to school or picking up a book to learn more about, like, okay, I want to create this business, or I want to learn this craft or this subject or this topic and dive deeply into it. This is a year for you to be with yourself. That's what Spirit was saying before, and they're repeating it again with this High Priestess. It doesn't mean that you need to be a hermit, Libra, even though it's not even that tarot card. That's what I'm saying, though. It doesn't mean that you need to be alone, but it does mean you need to focus on you, which is kind of uncharacteristic. You are the sign of diplomacy, the sign of partnerships, the sign of this and that. You know what I mean? Like, of using the counterbalance to understand what the balance is. You know what I mean? You look to other people to understand yourself. But now it's time to look in yourself. So as Spirit said, some of you, it might be like, okay, I've been wrestling with codependency or a narcissistic partner or parent, and now it's time for me to really bring it in and nourish and look at myself and why I do the things I do, what I really want. Because Libra, if you get focused on what you want, you will head in the right direction. Okay, the beauty of getting a reading, Libra, general or personal, is that if you like the way this is going, if you like what you're seeing, then keep doing what you're doing, keep making the same kinds of decisions. And if you don't like the way it's going, and if you don't want this to occur, you know, the kinds of things you're hearing, when you get a reading, you can pivot and you can start making different decisions so that, you know, if you get your cards read again the next month or whatever, you will have very different cards if you have made very different decisions. Your free will is everything. But as it stands right now, a lot of you are being willing to look within yourselves, to move away from things and people that have been dragging you down. And in fact, I'm going to look at you, Libra. You holy fool, you. Hey, hide my face. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's time for a lot more harmony and flow, which are what these 6s are all about. Getting what you deserve. Getting repaid for what you put out, rather than, you know, putting out a lot and feeling like, where's mine? Be the fool, Libra. Take a leap of faith. Trust your intuition. You're heading in a beautiful direction. The wheel is turning. Things are changing. You're changing the cycle. That's what they just said. You're breaking, some of you, breaking and changing a cycle. Be proud of yourself. Be courageous. Move forward with this momentum. You're heading in a beautiful direction. Don't be afraid of leaving some things behind. If they're meant to come back to you, they'll come back to you. And if they're not meant for you, then there are fresh waters on the way. Very exciting, Libra. Thank you so, so much for listening, Libra. I hope this is really helpful and resonant for you. And if you ever want to get a personal reading or get, you know, those free daily tarot readings I put up, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook or book a reading. All that stuff is linked below. If you liked this video, I hope that you will like it and subscribe if you want to see more. All that stuff really moves the needle for me, so I appreciate it, Libra. Thank you again for being here. I hope you have a great month and, of course, a wonderful new year, and that I see you in February. Bye, Libra.